guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's unboxing is the Glossybox box for February 2024. So it's literally been like a few days since I unboxed the January box. It kind of arrived like a little bit later. This seems to have arrived really early. So it's not long since that other video went up. But today we're in February, we're jumping ahead. But hopefully this will at least give you an idea of what's coming in the February box, so you'll know whether it's worth signing up, etc. So this box is sent to me by Glossybox, but prior to that I was a member and paid for it myself. But it is now sent to me, just to be clear. I like to make it super clear so you know whether I'm sent something or I'm unboxing something I bought myself. I do have a link and discount code if you do want to go ahead and sign up for the subscription. But in today's video, we're going to unbox the whole box. So the theme this month, I mean it is February, is You Are Loved. So definitely going for that kind of love theme, although obviously it doesn't have to be a romantic love. It can be all about loving yourself and looking after yourself, if that's not too kind of cringy. Anyway, because this has come quite early, when I scan the QR code on the back of the card, and it should give me information about the products, it doesn't, it defaults to the January box. So I've done my own research. So we've got 5 items this month, and I have thoughts on all of them. The first is a beauty blender type product by Sophia and Mabel. I feel like we've had this before a long time ago. It's a perfectly good sponge. You know, it performs pretty well. It's a very similar sort of shape to a traditional branded beauty blender. It's maybe a little bit resistant to squishing, if that makes sense. I've had a look on the Sophia and Mabel website and I can't actually find it, so I have no idea what the value of that is because it doesn't seem to exist. Obviously it exists, I've got it in front of me, but yeah, a little bit of a strange one there. The next product is a perfume by Avant. Now I didn't know Avant even made perfume, and we all have thoughts on Avant and their interesting pricing structure. This is a 10ml size of the perfume. The perfume is Persian Sunset, which I would describe as a kind of romantic floral. It's a little on the heavier side of floral, if you know what I mean, more like a nighttime scent. But I kind of like it, which I wasn't expecting to. So I've looked on the website and they actually sell this travel size 10ml or 0.34 fluid ounce for £20, which is not astronomical for a travel-sized perfume. So, you know, it's probably one of the most affordable products I've ever seen Avant do. It says it's made in Italy for Avant skincare. So there you go. So I don't know if they're branching out or if they've always done fragrance. There isn't a lot of a description on the website. It calls it exotic elegance. It doesn't kind of give me scent notes or anything. So it's not that helpful in describing itself. Yeah, actually not too sad to find that in there. It's a lot nicer than I expected. Then, talking of like overpriced products, we've got something from Doctor's Cosmeceutical. This is Photo Face. Now, allegedly, this primer retails for £89. I've had this conversation with you guys before. I know I've unboxed this before and said the exact same thing, and I'm afraid I'm going to say it again. But £89, like even Hourglass, who are very expensive in terms of the prices that they charge for their primers, you know, like the £50 for a full-size primer, even they aren't trying to charge you £89 for a primer. So I'm not having that this brand is charging £89 and that people are paying it. No, I'm not having that. It's not a bad primer. It's a silicone primer, which isn't my favourite kind of primer. But yeah, never in a million years am I paying £89 for a primer. Like, I don't even think Chanel would charge that much for a primer. It says a photo finish effect in a flash, minimise the appearance of pores, fine lines and uneven skin texture, helps to lock in moisture and keep makeup in place. Yes, it does those things. Yes, it's a good primer, but come on, £89? Carrying on. Next, we've got a product from Ciate London, and this one is Dewy Blush. I think I've had this before, but I don't know if I've had it in this shade. The shade is Papaya, and it's a 5ml size. So this is basically half of a full-size product. 5ml or 0.17 fluid ounce. A full size would be £18, so that means this is worth £9.50, because basically it's price per mil, half of a full size. Now this, I'm not going to swatch it right here because I've used this before and personally I didn't like it, and I hate swatching products and then I can't pass them on to anyone because I've used them. So I'm just not going to use it because I know we're not going to get on. We've tried this before. It's got a sticky texture to it and that sticky texture stays. It's also very, very light, whereas I'm not saying I want a really heavy blush. I've got a fairly light blush on today, but I just don't like the finish of this. I mean, I like the look of the finish. It looks nice, but I don't like the feel. So I would never wear it. I will put a little swatch in so you can see what it looks like, and looking at the reviews, like 4.5-star reviews, it seems to range from, oh my gosh, I love it, to it's sticky, I don't want to wear it on my face, and I'm on the sticky side of the situation. That sounds really weird, but you know what I mean. The final product in this month's box is by Larizzi Cosmetics. This is their lip gloss. It's 3 gram on 0.10 ounce. It's in the shade Verdict, and it gives an opaque finish. It's a pretty inoffensive, sort of light, nudie pink. I just think it's one of those products I would use very, very occasionally. It's not one I'm going to reach for. This one, I could only find an American price for it, which was $16. It says a minority and woman-owned company. Has an address for London, Spain, and then it mentions Montreal. So I'm guessing it's Canadian. It's cruelty-free and vegan. Again, just not something I'm really going to get any use out of. I've noticed some of the like paler lip glosses on me wash me out. So, you know, we're not about putting makeup on to look worse, are we? So there we go. So, recap time. I do think it's really good that we got a perfume because you don't often get that. And it's actually quite nice. But again, I don't know how I buy it, but it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. I'm pretty impressed with that. The primer, nice enough for a silicone primer, but it's not worth £89. A blush, again, I think that's going to divide opinion. A lip gloss, pretty suitable for most people, I guess. And also that like Beauty Blender sponge. So not a bad box, just not one that I'm particularly loving this month. But let me know in the comments what you think of this month's Glossybox and if you would have been happy to receive it. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching the video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. And I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys!